This is Kristen with Gunderson's Bookkeeping. This is our 5th training on QuickBooks Online, and this one is on how to set up your sales and use tax properly. Let me go ahead and switch over to our sample company. So we have a design and landscaping company set up already. This is our sample one, and how we are going to do the sales and use tax, you find it over here on the left under taxes. And I just wanted to make sure that if you guys have any other questions on the information that I'm sharing, feel free to reach out to us. We are here to help you. And we are also going to be putting all of these trainings on our YouTube channel, Gunderson's Bookkeeping. So go ahead and you can follow us there if you want to. Okay, so this is set up. They're obviously in the state of Arizona. I'm going to do this for the state of Texas. So how we do this is over here, we're going to go to add and edit tax rates and agencies. Okay. The majority of my clients are in Texas. So I'm going to go ahead and do this for Texas. So how we do this is we do new. And at first we need to create a single tax rate. So we're going to have Texas, state of Texas. And where it gets paid to is the comptroller, Texas comptroller. And we know that the very base state rate is 6.25%. So we're going to go ahead and save that. And then we need to add the cities as another one. So we're going to go ahead and do new. We're going to do a single one too. So we are currently in the city of Waller. So city of Waller, Texas comptroller, and it's 2% in the city of Waller. So we're going to go ahead and save this, okay? So for anyone who isn't in the city, we get to charge 6 1/4, but if they are in the city of Waller, we need to charge 8 1/4. So how do we fix this? We're going to go to new again, and we're going to do a combined tax rate. I'm going to call it Waller City. So here's where we have the other one. So state of Texas, which we already put in, and then we have city of Waller. So when we combine them, we have the 8 1/4. So we're going to go ahead and save this. So for every single location that you do business in, you need to have a separate sales and use tax setup. So say you are doing business in Hempstead City. You would also need to have one set up for the city of Hempstead. Say you start doing business in Houston. So we're physically going to have to look up the tax information for that location, and there might be where we have to pay an ESD tax of 0.05%. We have to pay a MUD of 0.05%, and then say we get to charge city of Houston is 1%. I don't know what the exact ones are, but those are items that have to be looked up. And for every single, if you just have an office where, like, I'm in the city of Waller, I just get to have the one, city of Waller. But if I do business elsewhere, and say I'm a contractor and I physically go to other places, wherever the business is that you're doing the business at, the residence or whatever, that is where you have to have another taxing authority set up. So you could have 20 invoices for the month and they were done at 5 different locations. You would need to have a taxing entity set up for all 5 of those locations. So let's go back to the taxes. Let's go edit sales tax settings. So here's where we, do we charge sales tax? Yes. Here's where we set this default sales tax. So say we know that we want to have our default set to Waller-City. That's the one that's 8.25. And then do we want to mark all of our customers as taxable? And do we want to mark all of our products and services as taxable? I'm going to say no on the products and services. Or you know what, let's go ahead and leave that yes. And go ahead and click save. Okay, and then when we go to, let's pretend like we're gonna go do an invoice, okay? Or let's go to our customers. If we have say we work for we have a nonprofit that works with us, we can say this Duke's basketball camp. Say this is a nonprofit and we got their tax exemption form. Say they're set up as a nonprofit. What we can do is we can go here to edit, and then under tax information, it's set up because I had everything set up for default as Waller-City, but we know that this one is tax exempt. So I'm going to unclick the client is taxable, and then I'm going to put in their exemption number. So say it's, I don't know exactly what it'd be, but we put in their exemption details and then we save. But otherwise they are set up for Waller for sure. All the other ones are. So say we have a customer, we just did something at Bill's Windsurf Shop. I'm going to go ahead, I need to do an invoice for him. So I'm going to go create invoice. And here's the sales and use tax rate. So wherever he's located, he is located in California. Say we had to drive or fly to this one. We're gonna pick our product and service that we wanted to do. We're doing a gardening thing for him. It's $100, and it's not popping up as Waller, but we know it's California, so we have to charge. Actually, let's do installation. We did 3 hours of that. Okay, so now, guess we have to click the taxable. Okay, so now it is showing up as the sales tax. So we always want to make sure that if we are supposed to be charging sales tax for the person, that it shows up on the invoice when we do it, okay? And if they are tax exempt, you have to have a tax exemption certificate for them. And then save and close, or save and send. So it'll get emailed to him, and save and close. So then when we go to pay our sales and use tax at the end of the month or quarter or year, depending on how you're set up with the state, we go to taxes, and then there is a sales tax liability report that we click on. Perfect. Let's look at last month. Okay, so last month, say we're doing it this month and it was due on October 20th. But so we run the report for the correct month, and then we know that we owe $364.54 worth of sales tax. So when we go and do the report for this is in California, so we have to run it in California, but it should be very close to that. You might get a discount for filing it early and timely, which is wonderful. And today's the 26th, so we would actually be filing it late. So we might have a little penalty of interest that we would be charged if we were doing this today. So that is the basics for the sales and use tax. If you have anything else, any questions, feel free to go ahead and comment, and we will get back to you. And have a great day.